A massive lifestyle empire rollout that suddenly hits an unexpected wall can send shockwaves through the global media landscape, especially when the stakes involve one of the most talked about public figures on the planet. The global spotlight is blinding, and right now, a highly anticipated luxury brand is reportedly facing a series of quiet but severe roadblocks before it even fully leaves the launch pad. According to media reports, the grand unveiling of this new venture has encountered regulatory hurdles and sudden strategy shifts that leave top industry insiders completely scratching their heads in confusion. You see, building a global brand under intense public scrutiny is an incredibly high-stakes game where even a minor administrative typo can cost millions and damage public credibility, which is exactly why keeping up with these fast-moving global events requires a reliable source. So if you want to stay ahead of the curve on every major corporate and public update, hitting that subscribe button right now ensures you never miss a critical breakdown. But what exactly caused this massive luxury rollout to grind to a sudden halt behind closed doors, leaving fans and critics waiting in limbo? Well, sources claim that the official trademark filings for the new lifestyle venture encountered immediate, sharp resistance from regulatory bodies due to conflicting pre-existing names and an incorrect technical classification of consumer goods. Now, you might think a multi-million-dollar legal team would double-check their basic paperwork before making a global announcement, but apparently, even elite legal squads can trip over standard bureaucratic steps, creating an absolute field day for critics who allege that the venture is fundamentally fractured before it even sells a single item. But this initial paperwork blunder is merely the tip of an incredibly deep and complex iceberg, because an even bigger mystery is currently brewing around the exceptionally high turnover rate of top executive staff. Alleged insiders suggest that several crucial public relations experts and chiefs of staff have quietly exited the organization over the past few months, raising intense, uncomfortable questions about the internal work culture and management style driving these high-profile projects. When key decision-makers and seasoned professionals vanish right before a major global product launch, it usually signals severe strategic disagreements behind the scenes, leaving us to wonder if the corporate vision itself is fundamentally flawed, or if the execution is simply moving too fast for its own good. Honestly, from a completely neutral standpoint, launching a consumer brand with this level of worldwide fame is a double-edged sword. You receive instant global attention without spending a dime on traditional advertising, but you also get absolutely zero room for error, meaning a mistake that an ordinary startup could fix quietly becomes a global front-page disaster. Yet, just as observers began rationalizing these staff departures as standard corporate restructuring, a completely new issue surfaced regarding the exclusive streaming partnership that was supposed to anchor the entire media rollout. Reports indicate that the upcoming cooking and lifestyle show, explicitly designed to serve as a massive promotional vehicle for the upcoming consumer products, has wrapped filming but still lacks a concrete network release date, sparking rumors of creative friction and scheduling delays during post-production. The entertainment industry operates on incredibly strict data-driven metrics, and if a project does not meet precise viewer retention models during the editing phase, it can sit on a shelf indefinitely, creating a terrifying waiting game for a brand that desperately needs immediate commercial momentum. This unexpected delay raises a fascinating psychological question about modern audiences. Is the public growing weary of highly stylized, carefully curated glimpses into elite lifestyle ventures, or are they simply waiting for actual products to hit the shelves instead of endless promotional teasers? The initial excitement surrounding the limited edition jars sent to high-profile influencers certainly generated brief digital engagement and viral headlines, but digital likes do not automatically translate to sustainable retail revenue, especially when the general public cannot actually purchase the item anywhere. This creates a dangerous vacuum where public perception can easily turn cynical, transforming a calculated luxury tease into an object of widespread online parody and consumer frustration. It is quite ironic that a strategy designed to build extreme exclusivity has instead manufactured a sense of intense exhaustion among potential consumers who are growing tired of waiting for the actual digital storefront to open for business. However, the logistical delays and public relations stumbles are only part of a much larger structural challenge facing the entire entertainment and lifestyle apparatus. Industry analysts note that transitioning from Hollywood storytelling to physical product retail requires an entirely different set of operational skills, including supply chain management, quality control, and retail distribution logistics that are notoriously difficult to master on the first try. It appears that the initial strategy heavily relied on the sheer power of celebrity endorsement to bypass traditional business hurdles, but the modern market is highly sophisticated and demands tangible value rather than just a famous name attached to a stylish label. My personal view is that there is still an incredible amount of untapped potential here, and with a swift pivot toward operational transparency and solid product availability, the venture could easily silence the critics and secure a massive market share among loyal followers. But achieving that turnaround requires addressing the most critical elephant in the room, the polarizing nature of the brand itself, which seems to instantly divide global audiences into fiercely loyal defenders or relentless critics. This extreme polarization makes traditional marketing almost impossible, as every single promotional post undergoes intense microscopic analysis by both supporters and detractors looking for signs of success or failure. According to branding experts, when a corporate identity is so deeply intertwined with a single individual's public image, any shift in personal popularity immediately impacts the commercial viability of the products, creating an incredibly volatile business model. Rumors persist that major retail partners are hesitant to give the brand physical shelf space out of fear that the intense public debate surrounding the founders could alienate a significant portion of their traditional customer base. This alleged hesitation leaves the business heavily dependent on a direct-to-consumer digital model, which requires massive, continuous advertising spend to maintain high web traffic without the benefit of foot traffic from established luxury department stores. Just when it seemed the strategy would shift entirely to digital marketing, internal memos leaked to media outlets suggested that the pricing strategy itself is causing massive internal debate, with creative directors pushing for ultra-high-end luxury pricing, while business consultants warned that the current economic climate demands a more accessible luxury model. This internal tug-of-war reveals a profound identity crisis at the heart of the empire. Is it an exclusive luxury club for the global elite, or is it a relatable lifestyle brand for the aspirational middle class? Trying to be both simultaneously is a notorious trap in the business world, often resulting in a product that is too expensive for regular consumers but lacks the historical prestige required to attract true high-end luxury buyers. Furthermore, international trademark disputes in key markets like the United Kingdom and the European Union have further complicated the global rollout, as local businesses with similar names have filed official objections that could take years to resolve in court. These international legal hurdles mean that even if the brand successfully launches in the United States, its global expansion plans could be frozen indefinitely, severely limiting the long-term valuation of the entire corporate structure. It is alleged that the legal team is working overtime to negotiate private settlements with these local businesses, but these negotiations are reportedly draining financial resources that were originally earmarked for product development and marketing campaigns. Amidst all these legal and operational challenges, the clock is ticking on the massive multi-million-dollar streaming contract, which is reportedly entering its final phase, with pressure mounting to deliver a massive commercial hit that justifies the initial astronomical investment. The streaming giant has reportedly become much more conservative with its production budgets, meaning the era of open-ended development deals is officially over and concrete results are demanded immediately. This immense pressure from streaming executives reportedly adds a thick layer of urgency to the lifestyle brand launch, as the success of the television show and the retail products are completely codependent. If the show fails to capture a massive global audience, the lifestyle brand loses its primary marketing engine, and if the products fail to launch successfully, the show loses its commercial purpose, creating a high-stakes domino effect where one wrong move could bring the entire structure down. Observers claim that the next 6 months will be absolutely decisive for the survival of this modern empire, determining whether it will become a textbook case of successful celebrity brand evolution or a cautionary tale of overambitious corporate expansion. The world is watching with bated breath, and every single public appearance, interview, and social media post will be treated as a crucial indicator of which way the scales are tipping. Building on this momentum, the venture faces a unique trial by media, where every public review of the upcoming lifestyle wares will be intensely scrutinized. Observers point out that competing celebrity brands spent years establishing their operational supply lines before attempting global dominance, an incremental step that this rapid deployment model seems to have bypassed entirely in favor of immediate cultural impact. Reports suggest that the production facilities tasked with crafting the specialized organic spreads and luxury kitchen items are experiencing unexpected bottlenecks, compounding the administrative delays already caused by the regulatory trademark disputes. This lack of physical inventory while maintaining a high-profile marketing campaign threatens to turn potential customer enthusiasm into general apathy, an outcome that no startup can afford when operating under the fierce glare of the international media. The delicate balance between maintaining an aura of unattainable luxury and providing consumer satisfaction is difficult to maintain when the product itself remains entirely theoretical to the mainstream public. Some analysts argued that the long delays are a deliberate strategy designed to build unprecedented market demand, creating an artificial scarcity that will ensure a complete sellout upon the official digital launch. However, counter-arguments from marketing professionals suggest that consumer attention spans are shorter than ever, and a brand that promises an experience must deliver it swiftly before the cultural conversation moves on to the next major digital trend. The true test will lie in the brand's ability to transition from a topic of intense media speculation into a fully functioning, profitable e-commerce operation that can withstand the cold reality of profit margins and customer reviews. As the entertainment and business worlds converge on this high-stakes venture, the founders must navigate a complex web of public expectations, legal challenges, and corporate pressures that would test even the most experienced retail executives. Whether this project ultimately results in a triumphant commercial breakthrough or serves as a masterclass in the perils of premature brand inflation remains to be seen, but one fact is completely undeniable. The intersection of global celebrity status and international commerce has never looked quite this unpredictable, leaving everyone guessing about the final outcome until the first official orders are finally shipped to consumers worldwide.